Amazing Grace tinkles from the hidden chimes as I push open the door to my sister's beach house. I haven't been here since the accident 2 years ago, and I wince as I step inside and pull back the thick, star-studded curtains to let in the light. Fairy rainbows flash from crystals. Cherubs smirk from cheaply framed prints. Gilded seraphim dangle and dance from the ceiling. Jackie has been collecting angels ever since Ryan died. It's her way of mourning, I guess. Though, what all these winged teddy bears and haloed puppy dogs have to do with my nephew, I don't know. Ryan was a great kid, but at 16, he was far from an angel. A gamer, a shoplifter, and a stoner. He wouldn't have liked all these tchotchkes any more than I do, but he wouldn't have wanted to tear them all down and throw them in the dumpster either. Jackie, always kind, blames my dark mood these days on midlife crisis, menopause, nicotine withdrawal, career burnout, and disappointment in love. When I told her I'd been waking up in a cold sweat from nightmares at 3 a.m, she nodded and handed me a book from her grief group. "You're stuck," she said. "You've plateaued on the 3rd stage. Anger," she added helpfully. So I pushed back her hand. "Go to the beach house, it's empty. Sort things out." So here I be. I have broken up with my lover, left my husband, closed my dental office, canceled my appointments, and driven 6 hours up the coast to do just that. I drop my duffel in the back bedroom, sweep the angel dolls off the angel pillows onto the rocking chair with the angel wings, and go to the kitchen to get an angel glass for my bourbon. I carry it to the picture window and stare out at the ocean. The ocean stares back. Restless, I pull a bowl of polished agates toward me and begin to push the round ones to one side, the oval ones to the other, but I can't get into sorting the way Jackie can. Her French manicured fingers rubbing over the surfaces like a mama cat licking kittens. Some of the stones are truly beautiful with their rich green and gray and caramel colors, but there's so many of them. Jackie knows each agate individually and would miss any of the 3 million in this house if I were to pocket one, which I might just to torture her. I finished my bourbon, dangerously tempted to drink the entire bottle, not in my present state a good idea, so I head out to take a walk. It's afternoon still. The fog is burned off and the Pacific glints silver through the dark cypress trees. Following the old rutted road to the beach, I pass the trailer where the narcoleptic sleeps, the bright orange house that has been empty for years, the shell garden of the retired flamenco dancer. The preacher who served time for embezzling church funds stops moving. The stroke victim stares up from her window. The young couple trying to live off the land look up from their marijuana plants. These are Jackie's friends. Jackie brings zucchini bread to their potlucks, organizes fundraisers to meet their medical and legal bills, sends birthdays and get well cards. I mean, none of them blame her for Ryan's death. Why should they? And only I blame me. I pull the hood on my windbreaker up and raise my hand to mime goodwill as I pass. 3 of the houses on the left side have slid down the cliff in recent years, and the end of the road is crumbled. The gray sand is firm enough to walk on with ease, though, as I head to the surf, which is high today. I pass a dead pelican, skull and bones, stiffly feathered, fox prints still damp on the sand around it, dead seagulls, dead sand crabs, dead jellyfish everywhere, death, death, death. On Ryan's grave, the words I suggested, "Too soon." Jackie has confided that when her time comes, Ryan will be waiting. He will take her hand and guide her through the pearly gates. His skin will have cleared up and his piercings will be gone. Being a dentist, I have to ask if he will still wear his retainer. Jackie's eyes fill. His teeth will be perfect, she assures me. I turn to see his name carved on the yellow cliff behind me. I helped him carve it years ago, both of us chiseling hard to make the letters nice and deep. Like me, Ryan thought his mother crawling across the beach on her hands and knees looking for agates was a hilarious sight, although, unlike me, he was willing to sit with her for hours after they were polished, helping her sift through the piles, both of them humming, content and off-tune. I see the other names on the yellow cliffs as I walk. Kenny and Rayleigh. Liam plus Gina. Where are you now, you crazy kids? Getting divorced, like me? Dating a man you met in grief group, like Jackie? I pass a tumble of rust-colored rocks at the cliff base, a few plumbing fixtures from one of the fallen houses caught in the jumble, a garden daisy thriving in a damp crevice. I remember reading that a motorcyclist flew off a curb on the coast road last week. And what about that fisherman caught by the sneaker wave and the child who disappeared from a campsite not far from here? Death, I think again. Death, death, death. I walk for an hour, and when I come to a driftwood log, I sit to do the sorting Jackie prescribed. The list is short. My husband asked if I had been faithful. I told him the truth. My lover asked if I loved him, and I told him the truth. I overbilled a patient and insisted on collection. I fired my hygienist, even though she was black. I yelled at a patient who wouldn't sit still. I rear-ended a lawyer in the parking lot of the Trader Joe's. I told my neighbor that if he didn't shut his dog up, I would. I screamed at a recorded menu from Sprint. I left a restaurant without waiting for my meal, threw a lit cigarette out my window, gave a finger to a cop, and returned a pair of jeans I'd already worn 3 times. So, sue me. I swear the only way to get along with anyone in the world is to fake it. Just act nice. Tell everyone what they want to hear, and if they want to think that heaven exists or love lasts forever, just shut up and let them. What can you do anyway? It's not like you can replace what you've lost. And since what you've lost is irreplaceable, well, rack up your desire and depression and dismay and disgust into midlife hormones. Smack on an extra nicotine patch, try another antidepressant, eat more chard, walk another 10,000 steps a day, and tough it out. Pretty soon you'll be dead yourself anyway. I yawn, watch a family of 4 search for agates on the shoreline, a young couple and their small child. A heavy-set woman in a floppy hat and a long skirt who must be the grandma. Hi, all have shovels and are intently digging. The old woman is a few yards behind the others, but she is the most determined. She's trying to collect the stones from the tide droppings. She stumbles down to the surf, digs intently, and stumbles back with each wave, shovel banging, skirt gathered up. I sift through the detritus, pale bleached shell and stone at my feet. Recently, Jackie found a Coke bottle here with a note in it. Some schoolboy had written his name and address inside for a prank, and damn if Jackie didn't track him down and go see him and buy him presents and hound him until he stopped answering her calls. She mourns his loss. He was her consolation prize for Ryan. Sent, she believes, by Ryan himself. Oh, people. I put my face down on my knees and I take a deep breath, and when I raise my head, I see the old lady's in trouble. She seems to be scrambling for something in the surf that's being drawn away by the tide, but she is in too deep, and when she loses her balance and falls, it looks like she can't get up. The others are walking ahead and don't see her or hear me when I'm hollering to them. Well, hell. I slowly rise, roll my sweatpants up, and stalk to the rescue. I hate having to do this. The cold current slaps against my calves, and the sand shifts backwards underneath my feet as I reach for Grandma, haul her up, and pull her out. She is surprisingly as heavy as she looks. I set her down in the dry sand, pat her shoulder, and trudge up to the beach to alert her horrified family. Lots of thank yous, lots of bless yous. The woman looks up with drenched eyes and presses something small and hard into my palm as I shake off the goodbyes and leave. I am shivering as I walk back to Jackie's, wet and cold and edgily proud of myself. It's been a long time since I've done something good. I remember the retiree who had the heart attack under anesthesia, the little girl whose molar was fatally abscessed. I saved their lives too, I suppose. Of course, I killed Ryan, so those don't count. Nothing counts. Hey, Ryan's voice on the cell phone. Guess what, Aunt Sal? I got the car. I know, no license, right? But you know Mom. Yeah, the way she goes, no, okay, be careful. And no, I'm not high. And hey, why can't I talk and drive at the same time? It's no big deal. Hey, don't hang up. And the next minute, my phone ringing, and me not answering it to teach him a lesson. And Ryan bleeding to death in a country ditch. The truck that smashed into him never traced, and how can that be sorted out? It can't. I push open Jackie's door, pinch my nostrils against the fresh assault of potpourri, strip off my wet clothes, step into the shower, and grasp an angel sponge in one hand, an angel bath gel in the other. Raise my face to the spray. Am I going to be able to stay here all weekend? Can I bear it? Wouldn't it be better to drive up the coast, find a bar and a cheap motel? Or better yet, drive further up the coast and just disappear? Yes, it would. And no, I won't. It's not until the hot water runs out and I'm in one of Jackie's fluffy robes that I look at the thank you gift that the old woman gave me. An agate, wouldn't you believe it? In the shape of a heart. Or the shape she thought was a heart, which is of course wrong. As the actual heart looks more like a tongue than a valentine. And I have seen enough pulsing, beating, panting, bleeding, lying tongues in my dental chair to know the difference. Still, it must have meant a lot to the old lady for her to have scrambled after it into the surf like she did. And polished, it will be dull and unhealthy pink. I place it in the bowl with the others, towel my hair, and walk to the window. The sun is setting in B-movie glamour. Ruby embers banked behind violet clouds shot through with lurid streaks of black and orange. The entire sky is such a brutal bad taste that I shield my eyes. This is the heaven that Jackie believes in? This painting on velvet is all Ryan was given? No thanks. I reach to close the curtains and a single ray of golden light suddenly shoots through the glass and gilds my bare arm. I raise it, a sword. When I swing my arm, it sparks. When I swing it again, a bright flame bursts out. Get back, death. Get back, grief. Get back everything that is stupid and sad and just plain wrong in this world. Tears fall down my face as my arm arcs and circles in blazing resistance. And until the light fades, I lay everything low.